What up, guys and gals? My name's Joy, and today we're going to do a video about The Division. This is going to be my follow-up video on why I thought the beta was pretty bad, and what I liked and didn't like with the beta. So I've been uploading clips of the beta. They're on the channel. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Find out for yourself if you like the game. I know a lot of people that watch the game find it boring as hell, so I won't go too far into that, but I will say this. The devs are still being very quiet on the PvE concept of the game. A lot of the good gear is going to be Dark Zone locked. So the PvP/PvE area known as the Dark Zone, that is the multiplayer aspect pretty much, is where the best gear is pretty much locked to that we know of. I have heard reports that PvE will have some good gear as well as crafting, but those are just reports. Those are basically rumors. No one really knows. Except for the devs. And the devs haven't really come out and said anything about the end game aside from Dark Zone stuff. So, here's my gripe, and here's pretty much why I think the Division beta is going to prove that this game will be another Watch Dogs. And to those who may shun me or think this isn't the case, let's produce the facts here. The game is a month away from release, meaning that by them keeping quiet on the PvE concept, there's two things that could happen. One, they have good PvE elements for the high level loot and all the good shit at the end of the game aside from the Dark Zone, or they're being quiet because they know they don't have anything thought of except for the Dark Zone. So by being quiet, they've already conned you out of $60. I was really excited for this game. They've had several years delays to actually fix this game. I would take another delay than have this game launch if it meant no Dark Zone. The Dark Zone should be a PvP area only, and then PvE should have its high loot, high vendors, high bosses, and its raids and all that. Because the problem with this is, and I've seen a lot of people say, oh, shut up, this game's going to be awesome, blah, blah. They don't bring an argument to the table on why the game won't suck. They just say, your videos suck, blah, blah, and that's it. Look, fanboys, sorry to say this, but the game is going to be dead on arrival. Here's why. If any MMO, even Destiny, okay, Destiny has PvP and PvE. I know Destiny is a bad example, and Bungie doesn't give a shit about anybody but money. But let's be real, does really any gaming company not care about your money at this point? It's been proven with Ubisoft time and time again. Remember Unity? Remember Watch Dogs? Okay, shut the fuck up. So, what's gonna happen here? Well, in any MMO, not even Destiny. Let's go for the bigger MMO out there, one that this channel used to play all the time. Let's go for WoW, right? WoW used to be a pretty big MMO back in the day, and then Blizzard fucked it up. But WoW has PvE and PvP, just like Destiny. They're completely separate. Now, I don't like Activision as much as the next person does, but they know how to make games. Even if they fuck it up over greed and DLC eventually, they still know how to make options for the player to enjoy, right? Ubisoft, on the other hand, hasn't had a good game in a very long time. Very, very long time. That's disgusting. So Ubisoft is pretty much going the route of THQ again. They're going to go bankrupt eventually because they're the next on the list. They haven't really produced a smashing blockbuster hit game. The new Assassin's Creed Syndicate I heard was pretty good, but I also read somewhere that sales numbers didn't meet the requirement of the game's overall success. Like, they didn't sell enough copies. And I guarantee you the Division won't do it either after this beta. And here's why. PvE players will flock to your game. You can get a bunch of people to play your game if you have a good PvE element. What does that open the doors to? PvP, right? Now some people may go, but Joy, I like strictly PvP. That's not true. That's not the case. And that's fine. If you're already a PvPer by heart, you might like the Division. But let's be honest here. Will the Division's PvP be worth playing when you got games like Destiny's PvP, which can be a bit laggy just like in the Division beta, because I noticed some awful lag in the beta? Will it be good as Black Ops 3's PvP? Probably not, man. Will it be good as BF4's PvP? Probably not. So here's my question for the guys at Ubisoft and the dev team at Ubisoft. Just fucking get rid of the Dark Zone, or make it either PvP focused or PvE focused. Because right now, it's a shitstorm. And it's awful. Okay? I don't care what anyone says in the comments regarding this, but it makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense, and it doesn't work. On paper, it may work. Implementation-wise, it does not work. And a lot of people that have played the beta on the forums complaining about the Dark Zone, right? So it's not just me. A lot of people don't like the Dark Zone. And if you don't have friends for this game, the dev team is taking the stance of, fuck you, right? Because all the best loot is locked behind the Dark Zone. So that's a problem, guys. And that's a problem I displayed in my overall impressions of the beta. Without PvE and good gear at the end game PvE for this game is going to be dead within a month. And they haven't announced PvE content because they want to be quiet about it, whatever. That's great. If there was PvE content to get excited for. Right now there's no PvE content to even get excited for, which basically says they're keeping quiet so they can sell the game. I really wanted The Division to do well. That is why I'm saying this to you right now. Do not buy this game. Do not pre-order this game. Wait for reviews. I have the game pre-ordered. I can't cancel it and get my money back, sadly, because I did buy it off the PSN. So I will play it. I will upload the videos here. I will upload them here. You don't even got to go to Day 1 Reviews. I could upload it here after streaming for a day when it comes out and show you guys. I'll probably hit the max level in a day. You guys know that already. Every game I play, if you've been on the channel long enough, you know that I'll hit the max level pretty quickly. So if you want a honest review of Endgame, just stay here. You can watch the fucking review here, and you can get an honest opinion. I'm not bought off. I'm not big enough to be bought off. I'm not IGN either, and I don't even think I'd want to be bought off, honestly, because that just pisses me off as a guy who loves gaming. I've loved gaming since way back Tony Hawk Underground 1. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 on the PlayStation, the regular PlayStation. Nintendo 64, Mario Kart, Super Mario, and then you have, Smash Bros and all that stuff. I mean, I'm an old gamer, right? I'm not as old as like some other people like with Atari and shit, but I'm pretty old, okay? I'm up there. I grew up in the 90s when gaming Xbox One, the original Xbox, and the original PlayStation were just coming out, and so on and so on. And like I said, I can safely say that The Division is in very big trouble if they don't announce PvE endgame before launch. And a lot of fanboys might say, oh, well, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm telling you, the skepticism right now that I'm having is a bad feeling. Like, I have a really, really bad feeling just think of it this way. If a girl cheats on you and you find out, but you don't say nothing because you don't want to accuse her without more proof, but you have a bad feeling that she's already done the deed, chances are, trust your gut, because your gut knows what's going on. Think of it like that, right? Okay. Ubisoft has cheated on us. We kind of know they've cheated on us, but we don't want to accept the reality of the fact that they have cheated on us, right? You see what I'm saying? But they've already done it. They've already conned you out of $60, whether or not you like it, and that's why they're not mentioning PvE. And I tweeted them. I even tweeted them. I was like, is PvE loot at endgame gonna be as good as Dark Zone loot? I have yet to get a fucking response. That's a bad sign. And like I said, I'm not a big person on Twitter, and I'm not official or anything like that. But you guys need to ask these questions. Everyone, start tweeting them this. Does PvE loot, will it be as good as Dark Zone loot at endgame? And if they don't answer, keep tweeting it, keep reposting it, keep retweeting it over and over and over. Because until Ubisoft comes out about this, I highly suggest you cancel your pre-order and just wait for reviews. And like I said, I've already got the game. I plan to stream the game and get a full off review the moment the game comes out. but I also can't get my money back, right? So I already wasted 60 bucks. I'm out $60 already. Do I like the game's gunplay? Yeah, that's great. Do I like the fact that there's no enemies from the beta on the streets? No, I don't. I think more enemies are needed, both in the Dark Zone, like AI enemies anyways, in the Dark Zone and in, the streets. Uh, but if you don't have friends, if you don't have at least a group of three, or, if you don't have 3 friends to go into the Dark Zone with, you're not going to enjoy this game. And because they haven't announced PvE, this game could be on Angry Joe's Games of Disappointments for 2016. So I mean, you guys need to look at that, right? You need to look at that. You need to kind of accept that this game could be dead on arrival, and it won't last. So that's all for now, though, guys. I'll keep you updated if I read anything about PvE content, obviously on the channel. But for PvEers, man, you might as well skip the game. And I honestly highly suggest that. Skip the game, wait for reviews, or stop by back here and wait for my review. And you guys will see it. You'll see it. And we will critique the fuck out of it. Ubisoft ain't getting no passes. And the fanboys can fuck off as far as I'm concerned. Because I will rip this game apart. I know Angry Joe will. So I'm going to do the goddamn same thing as well. Just to make a point if it's bad. And right now I can tell you from the beta experience I've had, it's not looking like a bright future for the Division, sadly. And that's a real shame, because I did want this game to actually be a game of the year and be a game that I will really love and so forth. So, but we'll see. We'll see in a month. We'll see how much it changes. I don't think it will change much, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, my name's been Joy. Take care. Have a good one. Have a great weekend, everybody. Today is, great week, and it is going to be payday here in the morning. So, Panda Express, yay. Anyways, guys, take care. Peace.